It's tier list time. What is the best shonen anime out there? We're going to do this tier list and find out. So, let's talk about it.
Snitching on my facts. Back it up, back it up. 223 gon' make a nigga back it up. 21. Trying to strip a nigga, gotta change my outfit. Nigga ain't black enough. Yeah. Boulder Crest Road, Glenwood Road, name a.
Now, before we get into this tier list, I know what you're thinking. Man, you look aerodynamic. What is with your head? Well, I shaved my head because my hair was getting mighty annoying. So, let's get right into this tier list. So, we've got 6 different checks here. We've got God tier, binge-worthy, you've got my attention, I mean, it's aight. Butt cheeks and literal ass is what we're going to go with. So, let's just get into it with the first one. So, first one on here is Attack on Titan. And let's be real, it's God tier. If you don't put Attack on Titan in God tier, there is something wrong with your brain because it clearly is one of the better ones that we have seen in the past forever. Alright, second one. Second one, Black Clover. I mean, it's the animation, with like the story-wise, it's great. It does its thing, but I've got nothing special to say about it. I liked it, and it was good, but I lose that special feeling that I get for some of these other animes, so I cannot put it in anywhere above that. Bleach. This one's going to be a bit painful. People might not like this one. I'm going to put Bleach at binge-worthy. Only reason I'm putting it at binge-worthy is because I don't like how much filler there is. It's the only reason. It's good. Don't come at me with pitchforks, but it's good. But, yeah, too much filler. Now, I believe this one is Blue Devil or Blue... It's something... I've definitely watched it. I can't remember the title of it, but it's called Blue Devil. I mean, it's not... Well, now this has got me questioning Black Clover. It's like, Black Clover is better. So we're going to put it... Okay, I'm not going to change it yet, but it is better. Boruto. It's butt cheeks. It's the start of it was butt cheeks. It's getting better. Don't get me wrong. They're throwing in some twists and some turns that none of us expected. But, yeah, it's definitely butt cheeks. Dragon Ball Super. Now, this is one that I am actually going to put at its 8. I am going to put it above Blue Devil. I am going to put it above Black Clover. No, I'm not going to put it above Black Clover. I liked how they introduced certain things. I did enjoy that. I'm actually going to move my camera up here. You get my camera up here now. I like how they introduced certain things, and it worked, but I didn't like how it was all approached. I didn't like every arc like the other series, so I just couldn't put it any higher. Dragon Ball Z, however, for me is God tier. I know I'm putting it above Bleach. You're going to castrate me. I'm going to die from your opinions, but I think Dragon Ball Z is one of my favorite anime of all time. It was probably the one that I started watching, so I cannot put it any lower than God tier. Death Note. I'm going to put it at You've Got My Attention. I know people would say Death Note's one of the big, amazing animes, and don't get me wrong, Death Note is good, but once... Okay, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to have spoilers in here when I'm talking about it, so be prepared. Once L died, it ruined it. It just did. Like, after that, I was like, why am I even watching this? So, I wasn't. Now, Full Metal Alchemist, I'm going to presume it's Brotherhood, because I don't see Brotherhood on here, but that is clearly God tier. One of the greatest animes ever released, in my opinion. You can't get much better than that. It's why it has held the top spot on MAL for so long, whilst getting taken over by some curious animes recently, but I still think it's one of the best. Fairy Tail. I mean, it's... I know people swear down by Fairy Tail, and they love it to death, but I cannot put it any higher, because I just didn't enjoy it that much. It's another one of those series where it's a shit ton of episodes, and not much is happening, so I couldn't put it any higher. Gintama, though, is absolutely binge-worthy. It is hilarious. One of the best animes. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch Gintama. So, we'll take a quick recap. I think we're about halfway through the list. So, in God tier, we've got Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. In binge-worthy, we've got Bleach and Gintama. In You've Got My Attention, you've got Death Note. In Aminisai, we've got Black Clover, Dragon Ball Super, Blue Devil, and Fairy Tail. And in butt cheeks, we have Boruto. And Boruto might start making his way down to literal ass. I don't know. We'll think about it. Next up, though, we have Haiku, which I am going to put a binge-worthy. I am going to put it above Gintama. I think it is better in my opinion. I think it's the best sports anime that we've ever seen, and it deserves to be in that top spot. I don't think it's god tier. I put it in like my top 3 for my last 10 years of anime, but in relation to some of these older ones that have really held their ground, I don't think it stands. Hunter x Hunter, though, is god tier, and not just god tier, it's actually my favorite anime, I'd say. I'd put Full Metal above... No, I like this. We're going to put Hunter x Hunter number 1, Attack on Titan number 2, Dragon Ball Z number 3, Full Metal Alchemist number 4. I can't put Attack on Titan above Full Metal Alchemist, I'm sorry. I don't like it that much, but I like it. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter, no filler episodes, a full 200 episodes of just absolute amazingness. Gon's a great character, Killer was a great character. It is the pivotal anime that people need to watch. It's amazing. Hajime no Ippo is also one of my favorite anime, so we are putting it in god tier. That is right. It is going number 2. I'm a boxer. I've been boxing for a fair while now, just practicing and with clubs and whatnot, so I had to put it in one of my lists, and it deserves to be in a god tier. It is amazing. Like, there's pretty much no filler. There is an episode where the dude fights a bear. I mean, come on, you don't get any better than that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm going to put it in You've Got My Attention. It really wasn't something that struck a chord with me personally. Actually, this is going to be criminal. I'm actually going to put it in, I mean, it's I, and then I'm actually going to move Black Clover up to You've Got My Attention, because I enjoyed Black Clover a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I talked a bit of shit on it, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. So we are putting that a little bit higher. We're putting JoJo in I Mean It's I, which is going to be a bit criminal because there are some absolute JoJo lovers. So I'm sorry about that. Karuko Basketball. Karuko no Basket. I'm going to put it in It's Alright. I like it. I've rewatched it many times, but I cannot stack it up against some of these other animes that put a lot more effort in. So I just can't in my soul do that. My Hero Academia, You've Got My Attention. It was great to start with, subpar in the middle, and then great to end with. So I think it deserves that middle spot quite comfortably. I do think it's better than Black Clover. I do think it's better than Death Note because it's more consistent over its series compared to Death Note's shocking ending. So we're going to leave it there. Now, Naruto, and this is the original Naruto, not Naruto, Wow. Okay, never mind. Not Naruto. This is the original Naruto. So I'm going to put it at binge-worthy because I believe it is binge-worthy. So much filler in Naruto. So it's sort of the same as Bleach. It's better than Haiku. It's better than Bleach in my opinion. It's one of my favorite animes. I've got tattoos of Naruto. So we're going to put it at binge-worthy. But just remember, when we get around to the next stage, it might be god tier. I'm just saying. 7 Deadly Sins. This is going to be a criminal take, but I think it's butt cheeks. I think it's butt cheeks. I have not been able to get into it as much as any of these other ones. I don't like the animation style, especially further on into the series. I don't particularly like how the story goes. I don't like the ending. I just got to put it in butt cheeks. It's not one of my favorites. One Piece. I mean, come on. One Piece is god tier. Do I think it's better than Dragon Ball Z? Absolutely. Do I think it's better than Hajime no Ippo? Absolutely. Do I think it's better than Hunter x Hunter? No. I don't think it's better than Hunter x Hunter. I know you can take my soul out for that, but I don't think it's better than Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry to tell you. Alright, next we've got One Punch Man. Binge-worthy. Absolutely binge-worthy. Actually, no. It's You've Got My Attention. I don't like Hunter x Hunter that much. One Punch Man. I don't like it that much. I don't think it's better than Black Clover. I didn't enjoy it as much. I don't like animes where the main character is so overpowered that everyone else just gets out of the way. It's just boring for me to watch. Naruto Shippuden is one of my favorite, if not my favorite. I can't put it any further up because it would be absolutely criminal to do against some of these other animes. I do think it's better than Dragon Ball Z though. I am going to put it that high up. But yeah, it's one of my favorite animes of all time. I've got tattoos of Naruto and Sasuke, so it's going to stay there. If you're wondering why I've been skipping past a few of these, it's because I just don't know what they are. I just can't tell by the pictures, so you're going to have to stand with me there. Promised Neverland. literal ass. Literal ass is where we're going to put that because that's exactly what it was. Literal ass. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It never was good, and it doesn't pretend to be good. The first season was great. The second season absolutely ruined it past any part of redemption. So that's just unfortunate, isn't it? Now, I believe this one is Yu Yu Hakusho, which I have watched. I'm gonna put it in. It's it wasn't one of my favorites. It didn't struck a nerve with me, but it's definitely better than these three dog shit animes down here. So I'll put it there. Now this one is Soul Eater, which you've got my attention, and it's better than One Punch Man because One Punch Man is the bottom of the barrel, and it's better than Black Clover, and it's. No, I'm going to put it there. Soul Eater, you've got my attention. It's great. It's one of those ones that you sort of have to watch. It's not every anime lover has watched it or thinks about it, but it's definitely one that you have to have on your list. Now, there are a few on this list that are missing. Chainsaw Man's missing. I think Tokyo Revengers should be on here because, as you know, I'm a massive fan. I know Noragami's on here. Haven't watched it yet, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to be that guy. What else are we missing here? We're missing... Your Lie in April, Silent Voice, Jujutsu Kaisen, missing a lot here actually, a lot of big ones, Assassination Classroom, Dr. Stone, Food Wars. Just remember that a lot of these would be higher up on the list. I've watched all those ones I've just named essentially, but they weren't on this tier list for now. But let's just say Food Wars, binge worthy, love it. Dr. Stone, you've got my attention, and then... what was the last one? I don't know. If it was Your Lie in April, God tier. Silent Voice, God tier. Yeah, so that's what it would be. But, you know, that's just my opinion. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. And if you did enjoy the video, just share it with your friends, especially if you've got anime-loving friends. And just make sure to have a great day because you've just watched the greatest anime channel on YouTube, and that's a fact. Have a good day. Peace.